All right. All right, and we're back. Episode 18, Not Safe for Work. I'm here with my distinguished guest. Well, not even my distinguished guest, my distinguished co-host, distinguished panel. I got Juice with me, I got Snow with me, and then I'm your host, Uncle P. Um, no sighting of H as of yet. Maybe he'll hop in this joint. I know he be seeing the messages, but oh man. First I want to start off with how was your weekend? What y'all doing for Labor Day? Let me blur my background.
My weekend was it was eventful. It was eventful. I enjoyed it. Today we having a little cookout in my neighborhood. Y'all welcome to come. Food, liquor,
The
cut
same
water.
place y'all had the book bag drive?
Yup, same spot. Yeah, yeah.
Might have to pass. Might have to pass. Juice, how was your weekend, bro?
My weekend was chill. I was had some wedding festivities. Love was in the air. It was cool. It was calm. It was calm.
Who got married? Family or friends?
Damn near, damn near. My girl cousin, she got married. So no, my girl was the maid of honor. So I was in full wedding time this past week, bro. I was
I
in the
feel
thick of
that.
things.
I feel that. So no plans for Labor Day outside of
No, I'm on
whatever.
ice. I'm on ice. I'm on all ice. I didn't got my drinking out the way. I didn't got my hot dogs out the way. I'm cool.
I ain't had a drink in a minute, man. Last time I had a I was last time I had a drink was at Marcus game night.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Like on purpose, or that's just the way that the cars unfolded.
On purpose, bro. Well, not even on purpose, but it's like I don't know, bro. Like, 'cause the way I drink, I can't just like casually just drink and chill. Like, if I drink, bro, I gotta torch something. Like, I gotta put something down. So I don't like it. Ain't too many environments where I can drink. Like, I be at work, and my man Rich, he'll be like, "Oh, it's open bar. You want to drink?" It'll be like, we'll have like a company out, and it's 2 p.m. and I'm like. I'm not even when I was single I'm not drinking because it's like it's no spectators here. It's not like no potential Vicks. Like I can't. Like I don't know. I work with a lot. I don't know, man. I use drinking as a tool for other things. All right, so we're gonna jump right in. So I wanna talk about the Young Thug fiasco, man. The snitch allegations. We got our resident street nigga on,
Don't do that.
reform street nigga.
Don't do that.
I mean, so we gotta break this down. So first, I'm gonna go through the timeline of events just so we can get an audience an idea of like where we're at with things, how things started, and then like once you have a timeline, you have context. Context allows for things to make sense, and then when things make sense, then you can form an opinion on it. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get the timeline real quick. Thug and YSL, they get a RICO. Everybody goes to jail. They spend some time in jail, and at some point, Gunna takes an Alford plea, and we all see the infamous Yes Man video while he's in court. Gunna didn't necessarily go on the stand, but he's in the courtroom saying Yes Man, attesting to things. We'll let Snow get into the specifics of that and what that may mean. Gunner is released, but Thug goes to jail, takes his case to trial, ultimately beats Tarico. Um, and when he's at court, not sentencing, lack of a better term, we'll say sentencing, but he's not obviously not being sentenced. He's asked to work with Gunner. That raises eyebrows. Everybody thinks, is he still fucking with Gunner? This is when everyone's still on the fence about the whole snitching thing. Cool. Thug comes home, immediately calls Gunna a rat. Atlanta picks
Oh,
sides, fans pick sides. Gunna doesn't say a word, just makes music. Years go by. I want to say like 2 years now. Thug previews music, albums. Nothing really sticks. Gunna is then blacklisted. Um, Not blackballed, blacklisted. He can still make music within the industry, go to Atlanta and stuff, but he can't work with certain people as far as artists goes. He can't work with certain producers. You can even hear it in the music. Um, More time goes by, more time goes by, more time goes by. Now we're here today. Thug interrogation audio leaks. Thug says he Thug says he'll give them more info, but don't tell the world, whatever that means. And I just want to say, like, when all this was going on, like when it first started, I thought it was AI, so I didn't even like really pay it no mind. So by the time I found out that this shit was real, like my whole like timeline of events is like a little bit jacked up. But one thing that did stand out to me was Thug saying, I'll tell y'all what y'all want, just don't tell the world. Then Thug has a series of tweets. One tweet says the leak was him lying to help his brother out. Rallo chimes in, YSL associates chime in. Thug and Rallo back and forth. Thug shares some tweets, deletes some tweets saying he helped his homie, Pee Wee Roscoe. Makes tweets about shutting up and focusing on the music. He says, Spider, I'm going to let the music talk. P from QC chimes in after more leaks come out that Thug believes that P from QC is a rat. P, P from QC chimes in, calls Thug a rat, calls Pee Wee Roscoe a rat, calls all these niggas broke, which is like, the go-to when you got some shit on your jacket. If you got some money, niggas will run to that. And Gunna starts a running club in NYC called Wanna Run. And that's where we're at today.
One
So,
run.
distinguished panel, my question for you. Well, two questions. One, what do you make of what do you make of these leaks as a whole? Not just the interrogation. Let's talk about the leaks. Actually, let's talk about the interrogation video. What do you think about the interrogation audio for 2 hours? And then we'll talk about how do you feel about Young Thug as a whole and what these leaks mean for him moving forward. Distinguished panel.
All right, the interrogation videos. I don't. It's hard not to look at Thug the same way. First of all, if I backtrack, I feel like Thug played everything wrong from the door since he came out. From the
Bro,
rip, like I feel
from the
like
rip.
he just played everything wrong. Like you come home, you on Twitter, you calling this nigga a rat, you calling that nigga a rat, you not focusing on music, and then like you said, the shit that you were making, you throwing out or the little snippets and playing the unreleased shit, nothing sound like a slapper. And Gunna has came home and hasn't said one word, hasn't done one podcast, hasn't done one interview that at least I've seen or ran across.
Hmm.
And he's just making great music. But I think the Thug video is definitely like hurting. Like it's alarming to say the least
Bro,
because
it's
you don't have to
two
say nothing.
hours.
You don't have to say nothing,
It's
and
seven
I don't
words they say, bro. You have the right to remain silent.
like you don't have to say nothing at all. But a lot of niggas for some reason just assume they're smarter than the cops and they think they can out finesse them or out wordplay them. And in reality, you don't have to do any of that. You could just not say nothing.
Bro, I,
Literally, it's literally all right.
I think self-preservation kicks in. I think niggas, especially Atlanta niggas maybe, but they like niggas start talking as if almost as if whatever they say right then and there, maybe they can say something that'll get them like let out the car. Like I don't like once they, to my knowledge, like once they grab you, and it actually remind me of one boy from the city, but we ain't even gonna get in there. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. In the car, like, yo,
Oh, from the door,
yada
right?
yada, yeah. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
bro,
know exactly
once
what
they
you're talking about.
got you, it's nothing you can really say that'll make them like just be like, oh, you know what? I appreciate that. I'm gonna let you slide out now. It's like
Yeah,
it
you're
don't
right.
really work like that, especially in the interrogation room. Like I don't 2 hours is a lot, bro. Like Juice, what do
Two
you make
hours
of
is
2 hours, bro?
2 hours is crazy. I think that's the craziest feat of it all. Like it was 2 hours. I don't think I talk to nobody weekly 2 hours. For 2 hours, bro, I don't have that much content within myself or my life to even talk to somebody for 2 hours.
It's
So what are you
so,
in an interrogation room with police for 2 hours? What are you saying?
and somebody said that's some Atlanta. That's somebody said that's like the most Atlanta nigga shit ever. Is to like they always think they can like talk or finesse you out of some shit. They think they can just always like just word play themselves out of a situation.
I was gonna say that because I feel like you said self-preservation, but the first word that came to my mind was like arrogance. Like I feel like I'm smarter than this. I'm
That's
smarter than
true.
these people, or like you just said, I can out talk these people because they think they're so slick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that might have played a role into it. But in reality, bro, you're really just hurting yourself. You was
Mm-hmm.
better off saying nothing at all, which you should have said. Nothing. But yeah, I mean, it's
It,
hard not to look at Thug the same way. My fault, Juice.
no, you got. I think at some point, man, the rappers that's street adjacent or still in the street, niggas gotta make a decision on what they want to do. If you gonna make music, make the music. If you want to do the street shit, then do the street shit. But you can't do both. And I think niggas see that over time and time again. I be seeing the niggas from our city now, and they be trying to do both, and that shit never work. You gotta choose one. You gotta pick one. And I think when you focus on the music, and that's the main thing. Like, what do we know Thug from? Music.
All
Mhm.
right.
That's the
Right.
main thing. So you gotta keep the main thing the main thing. Shout out to but you gotta keep the main thing the main thing, and focus on what got you here, which is the music. And I feel like he got outside of himself. I think this whole situation got him outside of himself. And I
Bro, I
think them
think
niggas
beating Rico did like numbers on his ego. Like,
He
for
really didn't
sure.
even beat the Rico for being a hunk. He got what, 30 years probation or something like that? That's not beating a Rico. Like, you're not the first person I heard say that or like make that point. Like, well, he made a Rico, and I'm like, well, technically, if I get 30 years probation, if I jaywalk or if I'm in a car with somebody I'm not supposed to be for 30 years, I didn't walk away scotch free. Niggas just don't give probation the, I guess the. Compared to jail, of course, it's night and day. But I don't think people give probation the credit. Like you're like
right,
I don't want to say slave.
probation for a nigga like Thug is a lot different than like probation for like a nigga who did like some IRS fraud or some shit like that. He can be like, oh, all right, this 30 years and I don't gotta get in trouble.
Right, exactly.
Whereas like Thug, it's like he
Exactly.
almost got to rewire his entire brain. What you see is like really getting hard for him to do because he can't even like stop. It's the fact that he came home and immediately was like, buddy, a rat. And it's like, bro, that remember we even had that argument in a group message a while ago, Snow.
Right.
Like if that's how you gonna play it on like the come home tip, it's like, oh, it's gonna be a long 30 years for you. It's like
Yeah.
you still getting into the street politics and shit like that. It's like you gotta let that go at some point. Like you got millions on the line, your family is dependent on you. So, but I want to go back to what you said about not being able to do both. Like I agree with that. I don't want to say I disagree because I feel like there are some niggas. I won't say they do both, but all right, so what goes into niggas wanting to do both is obviously one of the main reasons is that's just how they were raised, and it's really hard to unlearn a lot of shit. But another thing, it helps their imagery, it helps their optics, it helps them sell music, it helps like, just overall everything. Like we love Dirk because we believe Dirk's raps. We love the Young Thug because we believe his raps. And I think even like ESTG, and I want to bring up ESTG because he's almost like a perfect example of this because he's someone who's like street adjacent, still makes music, but I think what makes shit weird is the internet. ESTG doesn't have a Twitter. He doesn't tweet. We don't really know how he really thinks. We don't like we
Right.
just yeah, he's still street adjacent. He still has a street image, but it's not tainted because he doesn't really give us a reason to like either like believe him, not believe him. He doesn't give us a reason to like really just sit back and think about like I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it's like ESTG is like really like the perfect. He has like almost like that perfect balance of being a rapper and somebody who's like still street adjacent. Because like when I hear ESTG, I hear a nigga that's still in the trench. Like I don't really hear I don't like when I listen to Lil Baby, I don't hear a nigga that's in the trench no more. Obviously, that's related to the money, I guess, but I just wanted to go back to that because I kind of think you can do both per se, but like not really do it. I don't know.
You can definitely do both for sure. I just think over time, I just think it got more grimy. I think the like the I feel like rappers always been street adjacent. Like every
Mm.
rapper I can think of had like a street tie somewhere, somewhat, somehow, and they was in that, but they was viewed as the rapper. Now I feel like the rappers are like mob
The
bosses or
biggest
something.
criminals, like they are the fucking
Yeah,
yeah, they
like they
are the
are.
fucking crime leaders. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the leader of
I
the
agree.
syndicate. I'm like, yo, why are you doing
Yeah.
that while trying to like make #1 hits. Like I don't know if you get it. I don't know. It's like the rappers
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna be the first one to hop out, and I'm like, why are you the first one to hop out?
Ah,
Why?
bro,
Why?
and what's the reward for that? It's like I don't think like is there any tangible reward for that other than it feeding your ego? Because it's like I don't think it really helps sales
No,
necessarily.
I think it's all ego, bro. It gotta be
Oh, you
all
go.
ego. Like all ego. Nothing you can't really come with a logical reason for why you're the first one bouncing out the V. If you're a multi-million-dollar rapper, bro, you cannot give me one tangible reason. It's like, no, that's the reason why I went to Mexico myself and met the cartel. Or that's the reason why I jumped out and hit. Like, no, you can't. I was in the car with it. You can't. You can't give me one reason. So I feel like it's just all ego and arrogance. Excuse me. That's what
Yeah,
I feel like at
especially
least.
with that nigga Dirk. He is like Dirk is probably the most stupid nigga out of all of this shit for real, for
No,
real.
said they be
Oh,
the they be the
I,
top criminal.
I don't know, bro. I feel like Lucci was crazy too. Like you're sliding around in a Maybach, was in a
He
Rolls
did
or
a
a Maybach,
broad
huh?
day in a
What?
Maybach, partner killed. Throw him out the car.
Like,
Boom.
huh? Like that, bro. I remember when I first heard this story, I thought somebody was just like trolling me, like just lying to me, or like did, and then I found out that really what he went to jail for. I'm like, this nigga's nuts. Like, I just can't see the reason behind that. But outside of ego and arrogance,
It's actually a shame because I think the labels play more of a hand in this than people realize or even want to admit. Like, it's a reason why you look up and like all these rappers is getting locked up. I don't think like a lot of people think it's just like the judicial system coming down on artists. I just think more street niggas are getting signed than ever before. I honestly think I don't think they're really signing you unless your name really hold weight in the streets. I think of that nigga Ghazi at Empire, bro. And like Gucci Man, he's like the epitome. Like all his artists are dead or in jail. And
yeah, crazy.
I think the label's almost like I think they like almost pour gasoline on it a little bit. Like
But
I don't know,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, this is what it is though. I feel like that particular kind of music is the only thing that's cutting through.
Mm-hmm.
Like the days of a nigga like just rapping well, having like a R&B singer on a hook and cutting through is not happening. It's not happening because there's so much content. So you need like somebody to be on a song saying like, yeah, I I shot this guy on June 23rd, and you
Mm,
could look up the date and see the dates. That's the stuff that's cutting through because
right.
it's so it's so like extreme. Like the
Mm-hmm.
extremity of it is making it cut through. So I think it's hard for. I feel like that's the only thing that's cutting through, bro. I don't know
Yeah, that
if you got
substance.
another thing that's
Like I
cutting
said, that
through.
might be that's
It's either
actually a
that,
great point.
it's either that or white niggas. Like the white niggas is cutting through too. Like what's the boy name? Ian.
Oh my God.
That's cutting
Is
through.
he really
The
cutting
the
through
million dollar
though?
baby stuff is cutting through. It's
He
like
ain't
that's
cutting
the
through.
kind of
He's done.
Who?
no, I'm just
Who?
saying it cut through though.
Oh, the
No,
song.
who are you
Yeah.
talking
It's
about?
that and all and the drill shit. That's the stuff that's cutting through. I mean the little New York shit where they jumping and dancing, the Philly shit too, where they dance, that's cutting through. But for the most part, a nigga just rapping and having
Mm-hmm.
like a nice hook, niggas don't want to hear that shit. Niggas want to
Right.
hear about how you sold narcotics and killed somebody.
Well, I think that brings me to another point I want to talk about, but I want to play the leaks, but we'll talk about this real quick. I wanted to I think you got a point there, but I think that's as far as like mainstream goes. I think as far as like I think hip hop my question to niggas really was like is it kind of over for like mainstream rap? Because like what you're talking about, in order to get mainstream through rap, it's like you gotta cut through. And I think about rap, I think we hit it in like a more niche direction. Like when you think of niggas like Stove God and Benny the Butcher and Freddie Gibbs and even like Rallo Rodriguez, like I feel like rap is more is going to start to become more niche because I think guys are going to sit back and be like, wait, what I gotta do to cut through? Oh, I gotta stay on that. I started rapping so I could get off of that, but I gotta stay on that. I don't think dudes would take that route anymore. But do y'all think like is it over for like mainstream rap? And is that a good or bad thing?
Yeah, I think
Nah,
so.
bro. When Cardi B and the Migos dropped Motorsport, I was like, it's over.
Oh
Like
shit.
that's the moment in time I was like, yeah, this is over because that's like a pop rap song. It's
Yeah,
like
that
not even like a real song. So that's the
Yeah,
point I knew like it was over. So I feel like it already started from like that time where it's getting even more niche.
is it a good or bad thing?
It depends. Uh,
yeah,
it depends. I think we still gonna impact culture, but I don't know like to what extent. Like the way we used to consume it, like award shows or
Mm-hmm.
music videos, or some of the fundamental things we enjoy coming up. I don't know if those is things anymore. Niggas like if I see another nigga rapping with a drop down mic, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like what? How many places can we drop a mic down? I
like in any alleyway, like a drop down mic, 20 niggas behind
On
you.
the block
Yeah,
freestyle, on off
on
the
the block
porch
freestyle
freestyle, on the corner freestyle, at the
like
Poppies
how
on the
many of these can we
freestyle.
do?
radar.
Like what happened to just a
Hmm.
nice music video? What happened? I don't know, but those are the fundamentals I think that's gone, and we're just in a different period.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like storytelling in hip hop is over too. Like, or it's not that many people that can do it. So I feel like that was like one of the main things in hip hop. Like that's why we love Big or we loved Jay or people like that. Even the Kendrick, like he could tell a story. I feel like that's not exist no. It doesn't exist no more. Like that's why I feel like that Clips album was so refreshing. Like I haven't heard that level of hip hop in a minute. Like where from the production to the lyrics to the features, like everything was just laid out perfectly, and the bars was just. It was. I think it was the best album in a minute, bro. Like definitely the album of the year. But I think that might have been like the album of like maybe the best, maybe the last 5 years, bro. Maybe that, and maybe like this is gonna sound crazy, but like Rollo, that Ben One album was hot as shit too. I think that
Woo!
was another album that
Ah!
really was like. And listen, it's funny. I
We
was
can
just
all
telling the
agree on
chick.
that one.
Listen, I was just telling the chick yesterday. I said, yo, Rollo Rodriguez might be the best rapper ever. And
Bro,
she's
he
like,
really
what?
might be, bro.
I
Like,
said,
I don't.
I said, if you really listen to him, his music, the shit he's saying, I said he has an argument to be the best, one of the best rappers, if not, if not the best rapper ever. He's one of the best rappers right now. And I guess just the name, and it's so hard to say something when they only got one album or a couple
Uh,
mixtapes, or they're like, I guess in that Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, in that like tier, I guess it's so hard to say what somebody's the greatest ever. But if you listen to his music, I'm like, man, he might be like he
it's
might be one of
bro,
them
it's him
like
and V's, bro. That nigga, bro. I've been sending y'all this line for like a week now, bro. I'm still stuck on. He said, boy, what you sipping, love and hate? That's a thin line.
yeah, right. How about that? Like,
Bro, what the fuck, bro? Like
yeah,
I don't think niggas understand like rappers don't even give movie references no more. They don't give sports
no,
references. The best ones do, but let me let me
No,
share
to
my
your point though,
screen.
to your point about the storytelling, I think it's not. I think it goes past just the music too. I just talk just like in general. Like I don't think the rappers or the niggas around the rappers is doing a good job of shaping like the narrative and a story and a arc, and like they like just the whole thing. Like the Jay thing is a perfect example. You got Jay's story beat by beat. Like you get it. It makes
yeah,
sense. It clicks.
right.
Like I feel like the new niggas is like I don't know what the story is. I don't know what got you here. What's make like niggas gonna be doing and drawing like yeah, my mom this. I don't be getting the story to connect with niggas in that kind of way.
No,
It's
you'll
like
get a little hint there, a little sprinkle there, a little
yeah,
something there, but I don't even feel like on some calm shit. And I don't want to say this and make it seem like I'm one of them niggas who hate new hip hop. 'Cause I love new hip hop. I love niggas, but I feel like dude, I don't know if niggas even know how to make songs no more, or like really can make like how like you got the chorus or I don't know how the exact how you put a song together, but like you got the chorus, the hook, the bars, the story. I remember when Lil
yeah.
Wayne he was saying one time like when we used to go into the studio, we got clips ammo and like we had our shows already laid out. All we had to do was lay the music
A&R's,
down.
bro. There's no more
You feel me? And I
A&R's
don't
in
even
the
Honors
feel
for
like
sure.
studio.
I feel like that is like moving from the game, or if it's even still in the game, like. I mean, some people still can do it, but I don't think like compared to what it was 10, 15 years ago, it's like it's damn near like destroyed. Like it doesn't even exist no more in hip hop. And I feel like that's something that I do miss. But I don't want to be like that old guy. It's like, cause I'm in my 30s now, so you got to tread lightly with the. Oh well, back in my day we had this. And I
Yeah.
never want to. I never want to be that dude. But as time goes on, you can kind of see it. Like, oh shit, okay, well this is different than it was, and I guess that's just life in a nutshell. But yeah, that's my point on that though.
This John said, "We guys, I might have to stop and start this John. I want to get into these one of these recorded phone calls. What do y'all have any thoughts on like just the overall the leaks? Any like theories, opinions? A lot of people saying this Gunner's team releasing them. All you gotta do is file like a certain thing and you'll get access to this kind of information. Other people are speculating it's the DA at the Fulton County DA's office, trying to, just throw a monkey wrench into things since they couldn't necessarily lock Thug up. When y'all have any like theories or thoughts before I get into these audios?
It sound conspiracy. It sound like a conspiracy. I can see that being like, because how do you get them? Like
Well, my
I
question is
never heard
why? Why release them? I mean, like I know
to
why, but you know.
to create what's going on right now. Atlanta is fucking upside down right now. Everybody's a rat. Everybody hate everybody. And Atlanta at one point was known. What was Atlanta known for the past 20 years, 25 years? Their unity. They all were together. Like all of them from back in the day from the late 90s to the early 2000s to the 2010s to now. Atlanta always was together. And I feel like now we see in less than a week, everything is upside down. This nigga don't fuck with that nigga. This nigga's a rat. Rollo somehow Rollo jumped up in it. Not
I
Rollo.
hate that
Rollo came
nigga.
boom. I can't stand him, bro.
He just want
I can't
attention.
stand. I can't stand that nigga. I hate his music. I hate his voice. I hate
I hate
everything
his
about.
veneers.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I don't like the nigga. But I feel like that to create like what's it called? Dysentery amongst the ranks. Like the shit is upside down right now, bro.
You still
For real.
watching them Nigerian work general videos, bro? Who's the boy you told me to the boy you told
Who
me to look up?
who General Butt Naked?
What?
General
The
Butt
the
Naked.
war
Google it.
general
You
boy you
talking about
said they was trying to
Ibrahim?
kill or something. They was
Oh,
trying to
Abraham Traore. Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah,
still
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you talking about
Um,
dividing the ranks.
no, for real. Oh my goodness, I'm coming over a little cool, so it hurt to laugh. But no, for real, I feel like when I didn't really give a whole lot of thought to who was doing it. I just thought it was crazy. But now when you was like, well, some people speculating that was Gunner's team, or it could have been Fulton County DA, whoever it is. It has to be somebody in, excuse me, in the know, and has the ability to get them because everybody can't just get recorded phone calls from jail. And look what it's done. Look how much turmoil and shit it started within the past 7 days. So if that's my, excuse me,
Fuck,
that
you
was my
got Gert,
goal.
nigga.
Nah, bro, I fucking the weather switched last week and I ended up getting sick, and
Oh,
now
you
this is
got
like the
one of oh
last little bit of
yeah,
mucus.
one of them
Yeah,
Jones.
yeah. But yeah, I think that's I don't know. That's my conspiracy theory. I like to dig into rabbit holes, but I feel like that might play a role in it. But you never know. Mm-hmm.
I
I
think this
wanna
goes to show. This goes to show. No matter where you at, you should act like everybody listening. I feel like
yeah.
with all the phones, with all the technology now, I don't know if this is like new technology, but I feel like you should operate as nobody listening. I feel like niggas was on them phones and they was gossiping.
Bad, bro. That
Yeah,
nigga was sober, running his mouth because
niggas was
the
gossiping, and I
brain
get it.
fog was gone. He said, "Oh shit, I have
Yeah,
a conscience." Like
yeah, I
he's,
get it, I get it. But man, the stuff he was saying on there,
bro. He was talking about shit with people that it didn't like. You were talking Mariah, the scientist, about P from QC being a snitch. The bitch on the call to my son, huh? Wait, but he stayed and called the cops. I'm like, dog, you just telling this pretty ass this bitch is amused, and you just on here talking to her about street politics. She don't deserve that. I
She
gotta
nah,
play the
doesn't.
audio, but this joint about
she
the
trying to go
MC.
shop.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop this joint. We gonna come right back. Hold up. All right.